Joe. Shit, demonic as fuck.
That shit it's not up yet.
Oh, come on. Just like refresh it. Just keep it on that.
Oh, there it is.
Alright, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before we get started, as always, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Badash. We're also going to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all you brothers out there. And basically, we're going to do a quick lesson. I guess you could say it's like a skillful adding, you know, to the brother out here, Rapaya. He had a dream about a particular individual that was in our camp, and he's now a fallout. All right, and pretty much how, you know, all hell was breaking loose, and pretty much instead of him, you know, walking with the brothers, so to speak, he ended up following after the strange woman, which is, what is it saying? That was it the book of Proverbs? It talks about that, you know, it talks about the strange woman. You know, what is it? Is it 6?
Yeah.
You know, all right. So, you know, basically, he's going after this world, you know, instead of, you know, the Lord. And you had, I didn't get to see the video, but I know a lot of brothers had made up responses to it. But I think he's from North Carolina, if I'm not mistaken. He, brother made he had a dream, and he made a video on it about how there were certain men, okay, or a certain man that he was close to that ended up taking a chip in this dream, okay? And this is why, you know, we entitled this lesson, you know, not everyone's going to make it, all right? Simple as that, you see? But you got something? If not, I'll find it.
Yeah. It's in Proverbs 5, but I want to start up.
Okay.
Yeah, this is Proverbs chapter 5, verse starting at verse 1. It says, "My son, attend unto my wisdom, and bow thine ear to my understanding, that thou mayest regard discretion, that thy lips may keep knowledge. For the lips of a strange woman drop as an honeycomb, and her mouth smoother than oil. But her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword." You know, like it's a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof is death. It says, "But her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. Her feet go down to death. Her steps take hold on hell." And it like it according to adultery, because adultery is a sin that's worthy of death. You know, sleeping with another man's woman is a sin that's worthy of death, man. Because that's taking something that's not yours, man. All right. Inclining unto this world and this world's knowledge is taking on a wisdom that's not ours. We already have a husband, man. All right. We have Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. We have the Most High and His wisdom, His infinite wisdom that He's bestowed unto His prophets. All right. And then what's so bad about it, sometimes even these broken clocks can tell you something that goes back into the knowledge that you've learned, and it's a cut. All right. Her feet go down to the death. Her steps take hold on hell. Lest thou shouldest ponder the path of life. Her ways are movable. So, hey, with this wisdom, you can't be moved, man. That's why we stand so stiffly for it. All right. You know, we've been guided to. Dang, I think a brother was talking about that a couple days ago, man. How we were into something, you know, a brother had a dream that, you know, basically something had happened, and then people were wondering, like, how are we still out there like that, man? You know, we're fools for Hamashiach's sake, man. Somebody, what's the old saying? Go, well, you're either really brave or you're really stupid, you know? That's why it says we're fools for Hamashiach's sake, man. Because the things that we suffer, we don't gain anything in this lifetime like that, all right? We're suffering for the love of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and the fear, ultimately. Because the fear is what keeps you, all right? We understand how the Most High gets down. We understand His order, all right? We're brought into this. We like Yahweh Shai said in the parable, "Thou knewest that I was an austere man." So we already know our Lord, man. All right. So for us to tread back on Him, who you think the Most High is gonna be mad at the most? The man that deceived you, or the one who got deceived or deceived himself? The man who knew better, man.
Yep.
All right. It's a little bit more.
Okay, I had some after you.
It says, Hear now me, therefore, O ye children, and depart. It's like it. Her ways are movable, that thou canst not know them. Hear me now, therefore, O ye children, and depart not from the words of my mouth. Remove thy way far from her, and come not nigh the door of her house, lest thou give thine honor unto others, and thy years unto the cruel. You know, which is how the heathen ended up coming and taking over us, man. Us submitting unto these ways of life, like you go into the book of Judith. You know, we submit unto the way of the heathen. That's how they end up taking our wealth. That's how they end up conquering us, man. That's how they end up looking more beautified than us. You know, it says, and now mourn at the last, when thy flesh and thy body are consumed, and say, how have I hated instruction, and my heart despised reproof, and have not obeyed the voice of my teachers, nor inclined my ear to them that instructed me. And that particular brother, you know, that was in mention, you know, that's in question, or whatever, you know, he's bumped into brothers since he's been outside of the camp, man. And he's been rebuked. So it's ironic that the brother had that dream about him, but guess what? Sooner or later, you know, he's not going to get that anymore, man. Because that's a delight to those that love wisdom, that they are corrected, man. You know, that you are rebuked. Because it keeps you from the thing that's waiting at the end of the door of that sweet path that you've taken. That sweet path looks like it's all delightful. Then you get all the way to the end. That's when you see the crooked paths, the jagged edges, and the dark clouds over it, man. You know, when it's too late.
Yep. I got Luke chapter 8, verse 4. And when much people were gathered together and were come to him out of every city, he spake by a parable. A sower went out to sow his seed, and as he sowed, some fell by the wayside, and it was trodden down, and the fowls of the air devoured it. And some fell upon a rock, and as soon as it sprang up, it withered away because it lacked moisture. And some fell among thorns, and thorns sprang up with it and choked it. And other fell on good ground, and sprang up and bare fruit 100-fold. And when he had said these things, he cried, he that hath ears to hear, let him hear. And his disciples asked him, saying, what might this parable be? And he said, unto you it is given to know the mysteries of the kingdom of the Most High, but to others in parables, that seeing they might not see, and hearing they might not understand. Now the parable is this: the seed is the word of the Most High. Those by the wayside are they that hear. Then cometh the devil, and taketh away the word out of their hearts, lest they should believe and be saved. And basically those are those, all right, who may, you know, pop up, all right, you know, to the line while we're teaching, and, you know, they listen for some time, but then something comes up. Maybe it might be a woman that starts distracting them, or maybe an old buddy says what's up to them, whatever it may be, and they end up, you know, walking away right away, you see? All right, let me keep reading. It says, verse 13, they on the rock are they which when they hear receive the word with joy, and these have no root, which for a while believe, and in time of temptation fall away. And that's what happened to that one guy, all right, you know, that was in our camp, you know. And the funny thing is, he was in it for a pretty long time, you know what I'm saying? You know, it would say give or take about a solid 10 years, man, you know. Okay, but what happened is he fell into that temptation, you know, the things of this world, the pleasures of this world. Okay, you know, going back to the partying and bullshitting. All right, going back, who knows what this dude's doing now? You know what I'm saying? He could be doing drugs, for all we know. All right,
cigars.
You know, whatever it is, man. I don't know what he's into anymore. I don't pay attention to it. All I know is that he's doing the same, you know, thing over and over again. Going to the beach, listening to Madonna. All right, investing. What are you investing in? Something that's circling down the drain. Okay, that's the funny part. We with the Lord. He's got this guy in such a strong delusion right now that he believes that he's gonna make money in this society, and the Lord won't let him get obtain that bag. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But he thinks he's actually gonna make it somehow.
And what's so bad about it, those are things you could have done while you were in the truth. Because there's brothers that do investing in sales, man. All right, but they set aside the majority of the time for the truth. which is what you're supposed to do, because you're supposed to be addicted unto this, man. Like it says, give attendance unto reading. You know, also it says in the prologue of Sirach, where it talks about you know, that those were zealous to learn. You know, I desirous. You know, you were desirous to learn. All right. You know, because that's ultimately how you even become a teacher. It's not that you're desirous to teach, or you're desirous to put people in order. You're desirous to put yourself in order and learn. And then from this, you become a teacher, and it's like you become a disciple, and a teacher, and a deacon, and then a bishop. You know, you climb up the ladder via those things, man. All right, but ultimately, you have to have your heart into it, and once your heart becomes moved, you know, so do you. But this is Matthew chapter 4, verse 8. It says, again, the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain, and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them. So, hey, the Lord, hey, he'll take you down through there, man. He'll take you down through there to test you. You know, you could be financially destitute. You know, it might be certain situations where your woman leaves you, or she's just giving you hell, or your kids don't have enough. You know, which this guy didn't really have those problems because he was a single bachelor. But, you know, you could be enticed by just, you know, the look of things, man. Like, I feel like a loser. Goddamn, this nigga right here. Like it says in Psalm 73, man. I was envious at the foolish, man. You know, those things can happen. It even happened to Yahushua, and Satan actually came to him. And the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain, and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them. And saith unto him, all these things will I give thee if thou wilt fall down and worship me. You know, which another form of that is to do your own will, to go about things your own way, man. All right, which is what we don't do. Hey, we got jobs. You know, we have things that we do outside this world, man. You know, Jake has their pastimes, or when they go out, you know, might get a drink. Jake might got one woman, no woman, 2, 3 women, you know, but ultimately, it all has to revolve around this truth, and everything else gets let go. And the Lord will either return it on this side, or he'll return it on the next. That's what your spirit is supposed to be about. All right? At any given moment, we're supposed to be able to let go, man. Because soon we're going to actually have to make a choice on whether to let go of this flesh or to live. And if you can't do basic things like give up certain vices that you want in your life, well, it says it. It says if your strength fadeth in the day of adversity, your strength is small. But it says, and saith unto him, all these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me. Then Yahushua saith unto him, get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, thou shalt worship the Lord thy power, and him only shalt thou serve. So yeah, even in low estate, man, we serve Yahushua, man. He that is honorable in poverty, how much more in riches? So that's not honorable for you to turn your back on the Most High in poverty, man. You're not a real friend. It talks about a real friend in the book of Sirach, the 6th chapter, man. You know, that you're going to be there through thick and thin, man. All right, that's why we always liken this to a Daddy Warbucks type of thing, where you're earning the king's love, man. You know, just like Esther, which is based on what the king and I is based on, we always, you know, pretty much give a metaphor unto that, a similitude, because we're earning the Lord's love, even though he's rich. He's not, you know, he's not showing us that right now, man. We're just with a husband. Which also goes into, you know, I'm not going to change the message on this lesson, but it also stems to how our women are supposed to treat us, man. You know, that's how we're supposed to be. We're supposed to love the Most High regardless of what status or how much he has, man. Because he has everything. And the Most High is really just looking for somebody who actually will truly love him and fear him, man. He's not looking for anything else. Anything else he can get. All right? What can you give somebody that's the most powerful on earth? The fear and the love. That's something even Esau can't even get, man. And he wants that. He can't truly get that. But if I can get this real quick, this is Isaiah 42:16. And I will bring the blind by a way that they knew not. I will lead them in paths that they have not known. I will make darkness light before them and crooked things straight. Right? Because, you know, it says the Lord will not put on thee more than thou art able. So the Most High, he tests us. We get conflicted with those things, but the scriptures, they come into play, and they cut all that out of your head, man. You get cut. Damn, what the hell was I thinking? A brother comes up to you, cut. You watch the video, cut. All right? Especially if you're really dealing, if you're really praying. Because I don't even think that guy's even praying anymore. He might have rehearsed the name of it. Yeah, Kanye. Of course he's not. Not to be doing that wicked shit.
It don't even matter. Even if you're praying, it's an abomination now.
That's right.
Because you ain't doing the Lord's will. You're a heathen, man. That's what you are. Because really, once you come out of this truth, now you're a heathen. All right? Because the scriptures say what in the was that Matthew, is it the 6th chapter, where it talks about if you got a problem, with your brother, you go to him. All right, and then if that issue doesn't get solved, then you have like basically a small council.
It might be in the 6th, but I know it's in the 18th.
It's like Matthew the 18th chapter. And then after the small council, if that issue doesn't get resolved, then you go to the entire church. Now, if that individual doesn't listen to the entire church, what happens? You cast him out, and now he's considered what? A heathen, as it says. So this dude's a heathen, man. He didn't want to listen to the council. He didn't want to listen to the church. You're a heathen. You all right? Your prayers are an abomination now. All right? You got more on that? Because if not, I got 2.
It was a little bit more. I was going to grab that scripture you called for.
No, I mean, you don't have to.
These things will I do unto them and not forsake them. So that's the folly we got. No matter how bleak things look, the Most High is going to get us up out of that situation, man. A physical situation, all right, as well as the mental and the spiritual. They shall be turned back. They shall be greatly ashamed that trust in graven images. That say to the molten images, ye are our gods. And what's the newest molten image is the love of money, man. All right? It's not having money. It's not liking money or the things that you can possess with the money. All right? It's loving money. All right? Because that money can grant you whatever the hell you want. And that's what people look at, man. That's how you know that somebody's truly in the flesh. You know? They look at this thing as a desirous thing that it could solve problems like that. You know, like the one guy sent you that one weirdo ass Mo Jake with the dreads talking about his daughter ain't dating nobody that wants 50-50. You're raising a brat. You're raising a wicked woman. So at the time, whenever this man's money somehow declines, oh well, he shouldn't have made a poor decision. It's okay for his woman to go and step out on him. That's wicked. You know, our mind is not inclined to the things of this world. The things of this world say that it's okay to deal with it. They treat the truth like it's an option, and their ways of life is the ultimate way of life, whereas the truth is the ultimate goal in life of what we're to stick by, and everything outside of it, that's an option, man. That revolves around what we're doing, man. All right. And at any time when the Most High says, no, you can't do that, or you can only do this for a particular amount of time, that's what we got to get with.
This is Sirach chapter 18, verse 30. Go not after thy lust, but refrain thyself from thy appetites. And you see a lot of guys, all right, they have no self-control. And the scriptures talk about how, wisdom in the beginning of her is that discipline. You have to have discipline. You got to know how to control yourself. Now, are you going to win every time? Of course not. You're going to slip up. You're going to fall. But what it is when you just keep, giving into it over and over and over and over again, that's when you lose, man. And that's what happened to that guy. Because that particular Fallout, I grew up with him. I know him in and out. Okay? Always had to go to the parties. Always had to be, the life of the party. Because he had that fame demon on him too, man. You know what I'm saying? He always needed to be known. Always needed to make people laugh. You know what I'm saying? Okay? Always having to get the next high, so to speak. And not necessarily through a drug, man. Okay? You see? And it says, if thou givest thy soul the desires that please her, she will make thee a laughing stock to thy enemies that malign thee. And that basically, he's a laughing stock now. Okay? All right? For giving into his flesh. Instead of, having some, restraints on it.
Hey, what's so bad about it? If you had anybody in his life, that's in the world, and he goes back around them, they're gonna mock him too. If they know about this, oh, you ain't gonna be like, they'll still fuck with him, but they'll be like, oh, you ain't hanging with them crazy people no more, huh? Man, just get out of here with that. That's all you can say. They're gonna mock you because you were a part of this. You're not gonna fit in anywhere, man.
Yeah, you were just rebuking us, talking shit to us, and then now you're doing the same thing. Come on, man. What a damn joke.
I bet you missed this shit, huh, nigga? Yeah, you been smoking this shit, don't you? Man, pass that shit. That's all, bro. They're gonna mock you. You're gonna be mocked because you're in the world, and you came from out of the world. All right. It's just like with certain animals, you know, certain animals they've been put their infants to death because they've been around another species and they have that scent on it, you know, and they can't be accepted anymore. That's literally how certain animals get down, man. Whether that baby was around humans, you know, that cub or whatever, or that brood was around humans, or it was around another species. Once that scent is upon that species, certain animal groups, they band together and they slaughter that animal, man. All right, because it's been outside of the camp. It's different.
Back in Luke 18, and I'm gonna start at 14 now. And and this is going back to the seeds, okay, and where they fell. This is Luke 18 and 14. And that which fell among thorns are they, which when they have heard, go forth and are choked with cares and riches and pleasures of this life, and bring no fruit to perfection. And that's what that's what happens to a lot of guys too. All right, they get choked out, you know, they want to continue to, you know, please the woman. All right, you know, they got to, you know, make this amount of money. I got to get this car, this house, whatever it is, you know. All right, and it chokes them out because now they don't have time to, you know, go to class, to watch a video, to make videos, so on and so forth. You see?
Lesson the spirit.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Lesson the spirit. But let me keep reading. Verse 15. But that on the good ground are they which in an honest and good heart, having heard the word, keep it and bring forth fruit with patience. All right, and these are the men that are going to endure to the end. Okay, basically the elect. The ones that are going to deal with all the trials and tribulations that hit them. Okay? Because that word patience goes into what? You know, the sufferings. You know, you got to deal with, you know, all sorts of things. Especially in these latter days to come, which are fast approaching. Okay? And it says, no man, when he hath lightened a candle, covereth it with a vessel, or putteth it under a bed, but sitteth it on a candlestick, that they which enter in may see it. Okay, so you're supposed to have, what does it say? Let your light shine before men. Okay, you're not supposed to hide your talents. Okay, because that's what I noticed before he actually started falling out. He started because the scriptures say, well, your eyes shall see thy teachers, right? It was Isaiah, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
In the book of Isaiah. And I noticed he started doing just, you know, screen recordings. All right, which that's cool and all. Like we use it too as well, because there's times where you're just on the move, or you may need images. You may need to take, you know, a video from you know, let's say Instagram, you know, YouTube, whatever, right? But honestly, you should be seen, you know, on your page. Okay, people should know who you are. And he was trying to hide, you know, from the, you know, the truth from this world, man. You know, because, hey, why was that? Because he had so many dealings with people in the world. Instead of, just working that normal 9 to 5, because that was the other thing, too. You know, he was losing he was almost like what's that movie, Groundhog's Day, bro. You know how it was like the same day over and over and over again?
Oh, yeah, same shit. Different.
You know what I'm saying? That's basically how he felt, you know, at the office. And he was losing literally his mind at the office.
Well, that's a part of the truth, too. And
you just got to deal with that shit, though, man. You know what I'm saying? You think we like doing the same stuff over and over and over again? It's best to keep a basic job, man. Because the more money you get, the more that you're involved in this world, trust me, you're going to have to do some funny things, okay? We all know what that's about. It's funny, we were talking about that last night. Then you got to, you know, deal with all these different, societies and all that stuff. I don't care if you're in Freemason, you know, Eastern Stars, whatever. I don't care what you're involved in. You got to do some funny things, man. Because as the Lord has rituals, right? So does the left-hand side. So if the left-hand side, because I'll say this, because it talks about before honors what? Humility, which goes into humiliation, right? And so that comes from the right-hand side. But, you know, the left-hand side reflects the right-hand side, right? So the left-hand side, when you go into these secret societies, whatever you want to get into, right, they have a humiliation process. Except their humiliation process is vile. It's foul. But hey, if you want to get money in this world, things of this world, you got to do these things. There is no option, man. It's not, maybe I can finesse it, maybe I can get around it. No, there is no option. You have to do these things. That's the guy that knows all about that stuff. Because we were young, we were approached at, you know, because that was what we were talking about. We were approached at 18, 19, 20 to do all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Right before we came into the truth. Come on, man.
That's a part of it, man. As we read in that Matthews with Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, he was tempted, you know. I believe even Paul says that in Galatians, or in it was in Galatians, where it says who also was tempted, man. You know, Yahweh Shai was tempted as well, man. But nevertheless, he didn't fall back. He didn't falter on those things, man. He didn't look back saying, "Okay, I'm gonna go into the world." He fought against it, man. We're all tempted. It's shit that pops in brothers' heads. They don't even feel comfortable speaking about, man. But nevertheless, they made it through that trial. You know, they felt condemned as a demon popped in their head, but they cut that demon out and they didn't follow after it, man. Like the brother was saying, man. You know, you're condemned when you keep on giving into it, man. You keep on giving into your flesh and your desires, man. All right, because no such things have taken that are not common unto man. So hey, it's bugged out shit that Jake have to deal with, man. All right, but nevertheless, the Lord he teaches us how to get up out of those situations, man. But this is Matthew chapter 23, verse 12. So like in verse 11. 10. It says, neither be ye called masters, for one is your master, even Hamashiach. But he that is greatest among you shall be your servant. And whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased. And he that shall humble himself shall be exalted. All right? In which, you know, hey, brothers will try to out-minister each other, man. You know, Jake has that spirit on them, man. All right? Because that's the spirit we're supposed to have, the spirit of Yahweh Shai had. You know, one that's coming to serve, man. That you don't want to be that noted man, all right? Even in your worldly life, you don't really want to be that guy that makes a lot of waves, because when you get a lot of attention, you know, also negative attention comes with that. You know? You don't want that type of vibe on you. You want to be a get in, get out person. You want to be the person with the humdrum job where you just got get in, get out. Hey, you want to be cool enough to where people know you a little bit, or they don't even know your name. They just know, oh yeah, he's cool. Like, they might think you're a little weird. Yeah, he's a little old-fashioned, but he's not a bad guy. He helps out, you know. He's not a dick. You want to be that guy that nobody really knows about. You get in, get out, and that's a real humbling thing, man. You're not the guy that somebody's always going to invite all the time. Sometimes they might want to do things like that, you know, to zealously affect you. That doesn't mean you're not a man of the Lord. You know, those things happen when you work certain jobs, man. Or when you know certain people, you know, or certain family members that want to, you know, have you come around. But for the most part, being in this truth, your life is boring. I was even watching Apostle Tahar yesterday, and that's really kind of your mindset when you come into the truth anyway, man. You know, to have that type of mindset to where, you know, if I'm dealing with my woman, it's just me and my woman. I don't really have to invite brothers around with their wives or anything like that. That family, you know, I'm not gonna say that it's off, but it does. It's a nesting ground for wickedness, you know, because it says in the scriptures that from garments cometh the moth, and from women wickedness, man. But for the most part, I only brought that up because the Apostle Tahar had he went into the fact that, you know, hey, brothers shouldn't be doing all that, you know, the double dating and shit. And you know, when you think about it, you shouldn't. You know, a man's basic mindset is like, yeah, I might take my woman out, but then even barely that. I want to go home, eat some food, and have sex with my woman. It's just some regular ass shit. I go to work, I make money to pay these fucking bills. I go home to relax. I might go out every once in a while, man. I'm not going out to look like the showboating cool guy that everybody needs to know about. All right? Your job in this truth is, what it says, study to be quiet.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like how you said, you quote unquote live a boring life. And honestly, like, when you think about it, all successful people live a quote unquote boring life, because what is it? Disciplined. And when you're disciplined, you don't have a lot of quote unquote excitement. Because yeah, you can I forgot who said it. Man, it was one of these I don't know if it was an actor or a boxer. I forgot who said it, but it said, you're not gonna see me at the club. You're not gonna see me at the, you know, all the parties and the events and this and that. basically, I forgot how he said it, but basically, I'm working on my craft. That's where I'm gonna be at.
He used to be kind of until he turned into a cokehead.
Yeah, you know, that's all, you know. But you know, you look at all these guys, like, you know, the Javante Turners. That's his name, Javante
Davis.
Like, why did I say Turner? Bro? My bad.
Nigga, like a Turner.
You know, Javante Davis. You know, like how you say Conor McGregor before he became you know, he blew up. You know, became like famous. Look at all these greats. You know, you look at the Kobe Bryant's. You know what I'm saying? So on and so forth. They were all, you know, dedicated to the craft. They weren't influenced and affected by the outside world like that. And that's why they were, you know, you look at Kobe Bryant scoring, you know, 60 points, you know what I'm saying? You know, whatever, you know, 70 points. I forgot, you know, I'm not into basketball, but whatever. You know, you look at Floyd Mayweather, perfect record. You know what I'm saying? People could talk shit about him all they want, but that dude's out there jogging at 5 in the morning, 4:30 in the morning. While people are sleeping, he's jogging. That's workout number one, doing a fucking 10-mile, you know, jog. You know what I'm saying? Who cares, man? I'd rather sit here and get you know, get into my scriptures, do lessons, and do a thing here and there. And it don't have to be exciting, which really, this world is exciting anyways, like the basic stuff. You know, the Lord has made all this. The Lord made the earth, man. It's paradise. It's so beautiful. It's so amazing. Like, that's all the entertainment you need, man.
Hey, like the video you had sent me. I mean, of that nigga, you know, he Jake, but he just a nigga. He has success in the world, but he was talking about God, you know, because a lot of those motivational speakers, they believe in God. Although those guys who do the TED Talks, they understand that it's a higher power, and how you achieve something, you have to look at something higher. You know, you have to always keep on looking up and looking forward. The Most High, he gave us the field to dress it, man, according to His will, though. So the Most High said everything here, you know, and as God, so the Most High does want His creation to do something about it. All right, He gave us all of this. You know, now, you know, the inhabitants are destroying it, and He's going to just do something about them. But the Most High does want you to enjoy this and to build on it in righteousness, man. With understanding, teaching the people, build on them, on everything, man. You know, just like the brother, you know, he pointed out all this beauty. This is all entertainment. You know, the Most High has pointed out certain animals and certain things that we can put in order and file into certain orders for our entertainment, as well as for our you know, for occupational resources. You know, the Lord has done all this, and the Most High has given us the mentality of He's given us a talent. We're really, the whole earth is summed up as a talent according to the scriptures, man. You know, because it's the scriptures on the spiritual aspect, the Most High has given us this, and He wants us to build on it. This is Hebrews 4:1. Let us therefore fear lest a promise being left us of entering into His rest, any of you should seem to come short of it. All right, the Most High gave us this, man. And all we have to do is continue in faith and continue to work and to strive. For unto us was the gospel preached as well as unto them, but the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it. So they gave up their talents, man. Some hid them, some buried them, man. All right? But the Most High gave us this talent to build on it. All right? This is the welfare of the world, you know, starting with Yasharallah. But this is for the well-being of the entire earth, man. So that everything can consist and grow.
You got more?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, hop down to 11 real quick.
I'm gonna read this last verse of it. Come on. It says, for we which have believed do enter into rest, as He said, as I have sworn in my wrath, if they shall enter into my rest, although the works were finished from the foundation of the world. Right? So this was already set up for us to be in this truth, man. For us to enter into the kingdom. For the Most High had set up a kingdom. But now He wants us to, you know, He gave us something. He gave us a little collateral to earn it, man. He set us with this. He said, hold on to this until I come back. And that's all we got to do. And not forsake it.
Let's hop to 11 real quick. We'll end it off with this.
Come on. This is Hebrews 4:11. Let us labor, therefore, to enter into that rest. Lest any man fall after the same example of unbelief.
Exactly. So you got to enter, or you got to labor to enter into that rest. Okay? And a lot of guys, you know, they get tired. You know, they get, you know, impatient. And so then they end up dropping the plow. And that's why the kingdom, you're not fit for the kingdom. You're not ready for it. Hey, go build up in this world. Go invest in this place, right? It's crazy. They'll sit there, put all their time and effort into this place that's, like I said, circling down the drain. And even if you get something, it's all tainted. It's all low level, okay? And you're going to be happy with that. Guarantee you, you get something and you're still going to be depressed. Hey, we were talking about it in class yesterday. You got all the, you know, our people who are famous, right? They get pulled over by the cops, almost get their noodles, you know, blown out. You know, yeah, it happened to Chris Rock. All right, you just had recently Juvenile, you know, get kicked off a plane. You know, so on and so forth. It happens all the time. You're gonna go through stuff.
Damn, it was actually a scripture that I hadn't looked up. I would just quote it. I know it's in Sirach, and then it mentions it all the time. Another difference between us and the elites, because they don't really happen to the elites, but the elites are infamous. You know, they're known for being wicked. They're known for their wickedness, man. We're not gonna be defamed in our kingdom. You're not gonna have one person talking bad about us, man. So that fame that Jake desires to have on this side, we're gonna actually have that in the kingdom, man.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be able to walk up to a woman without her dismissing you. You know,
I was gonna say, you don't have to walk up to a woman. It's gonna be given to you.
She's gonna walk up to you. But I'm just saying, like, you know, you just in your palace, you got a bunch of women.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So you might, hey, you walking, you just grab this woman by the head. Okay, master, she just go. You're not gonna have any fight back, man. You're not gonna have any type of clap back, man.
It's crazy. You don't even have to grab him, bro.
You're not gonna have to.
Like it's just gonna come to you. Like, look, man. I don't know what Jake, you know, what they see in this place, but I mean, clearly they're blinded by, you know, the God of this world, man. You know, but you know, we just pray that the Lord, you know, allows us to stay focused and we finish this race, man. That's it. But you know, we're gonna end this lesson, and with that, we're gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rekakadash. Also, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all you brothers out there. Shalom, the Bible Ball, Shalom.
Shalom.